United India Insurance Company Limited. A Government of India undertaking. An introduction. Sampurna Suraksha Bima policy. A promise of protection at every stage of life. Presented by Miscellaneous Department, Head Office Team. Objective of new product. To revamp our existing individual personal accident (IPA) policy to align with current market trends, address emerging customer needs, and enhance competitiveness. The revamped product incorporates new coverage options, modernized benefits, and innovative add-ons, making it more flexible, comprehensive, and customer-centric. Increased coverage limits. We are raising coverage limits for benefits under the policy to provide better financial security for our customers. Enhanced benefits. Introduction of new add-ons will make our product more competitive with peer market offerings. Competitive positioning. Innovative coverage options, enhanced flexibility, and customer-centric features, positioning it as a market-leading product that outperforms peer offerings in both scope and affordability. United India Insurance Co. Limited, Head Office, Chennai. Silent features. 24/7 worldwide protection against accidental death, permanent and partial disablement, and temporary total disablement with enhanced sum insured limits. Includes 8 powerful inbuilt covers for funeral expenses, ambulance charges, education grant for children, family transportation, prosthetics, and more, without extra cost. Highly customizable with 18 optional covers. Available for 1 to 5 years as per convenience, with long-term discounts. Cover self, spouse, dependent and independent children, parents, parents-in-law, son-in-law, and daughter-in-law under one single policy. No cap on weekly compensation payout for temporary total disablement.
Primary covers. 1. Accidental death. Coverage based on monthly gainful income. Office-wise acceptance limits are shared. Accidental death. The maximum accidental death sum insured for non-earning spouse and dependent parent PIL is restricted to 50% of proposer's accidental death sum insured. The maximum accidental death sum insured for children is restricted to 25% of proposer's accidental death sum insured. 2. Permanent total disablement. Coverage as per existing benefit, standard IRDAI guidelines. 3. Permanent partial disablement. Coverage up to 70% of sum insured under this benefit. 4. Temporary total disablement. Coverage, earning members, 1% of TTD sum insured per week, for maximum 104 weeks. Maximum benefit up to 50 rupees lakhs. Non-earning members, 1% of TTD sum insured per week, up to 5,000 rupees per week, for maximum 104 weeks. Maximum benefit up to 5 rupees lakhs. Note: sum insured for temporary total disablement should be restricted to 24 times of monthly gainful income.
Coverage inbuilt extensions. 1. Transportation of mortal remains. Limits, up to 1% of accidental death sum insured. Maximum 25,000. 2. Funeral expenses. Limits, up to 1% of accidental death sum insured. Maximum 20,000. 3. Emergency road ambulance charges. Limits, up to 1% of benefit sum insured against the benefit under which claim is admissible. Maximum 20,000. 4. Education grant. Limits, 1 dependent kid 5% of accidental death sum insured. Maximum 50,000. 2 dependent kids 10% of accidental death sum insured. Maximum 100,000. 5. Family transportation. Limits, 2% of benefit sum insured against the benefit under which claim is admissible. Maximum 25,000. 200 kilometers away from usual residence. 6. Purchase of blood. Limits, up to 5% of benefit sum insured against the benefit under which claim is admissible. Maximum 10,000. 7. Transportation charges of imported medicine. Limits, up to 5% of benefit sum insured against the benefit under which claim is admissible. Maximum 20,000. 8. Cost of prosthetics/wheelchair. Limits: 10% of benefit sum insured against the benefit under which claim is admissible. Maximum 100,000. Optional covers. 1. Broken bone/fracture. Limits/remarks: up to 25% of accidental death sum insured subject to maximum 20 lakhs. 2. Burns. Limits/remarks: up to 25% of accidental death sum insured subject to maximum 20 lakhs. 3. Coma. Limits/remarks: up to 20% of accidental death sum insured subject to maximum 20 lakhs. 4. Loan secure. Limits/remarks: latest principal outstanding loan amount as per bank details but not more than accidental death sum insured. 5. EMI protect. Limits/remarks: specified no of EMIs for any no of months, up to 12 months for specified amount. 6. Education security benefit. Limits/remarks: up to sum insured under accidental death sum insured. 7. Modification of residence/vehicle. Limits/remarks: up to 20% of accidental death sum insured. Maximum 10 Indian rupees lakh. 8. Accidental medical expenses. Limits/remarks: actuals up to 10% of benefit sum insured or 50% of admissible claim amount, whichever is less, arising out of accident. 9. Accidental inpatient hospitalization. Limits/remarks: up to 10% of accidental death sum insured. Maximum 5 lakh. 10. Marriage expenses for children. Limits/remarks: up to 20% of accidental death sum insured. Maximum 10 Indian rupees lakh. 11. Orphan support. Limits/remarks: 2 times accidental death sum insured for each insured person. Optional cover. 12. Elderly care. Limits/remarks: up to 20% of accidental death sum insured. Maximum 10 lakhs. 13. Adventure sports benefit. Limits/remarks: up to sum insured under accidental death sum insured. 14. Emergency air ambulance charges. Limits/remarks: 2 lakhs/3 lakhs/5 lakhs. 15. Accident hospital cash. Limits/remarks: 2,500/5,000/10,000 per day. For maximum 30 days in a policy year. 16. Accidental care at home. Limits/remarks: ICU at home, 20,000 Indian rupees per day for maximum 15 days. Nursing care at home, 2,000 Indian rupees per day for maximum 15 days. Physiotherapy, 2,000 per day for maximum 15 days. Single nurse procedural visit, actuals up to maximum 5,000 Indian rupees per policy year. 17. Chauffeur plan benefit. Limits/remarks: 1,000 per day. For maximum 30 days in a policy year. 18. Pet care. Limits/remarks: 2,000/3,000/5,000 per day. For maximum 30 days in a policy year. Sampurna Suraksha Bima, not just a name, but a promise for the whole family. Broken bone/fracture. Up to 25% of accidental death sum insured subject to maximum 20 lakhs. Coverage for fractures resulting from an accident, including complete fractures, compound, open/closed, fractures, compression fractures e.g., vertebrae, dislocations of specific joints. Hairline fractures are not covered. Payable as lump sum benefit based on the type and severity of fracture as per a detailed predefined schedule in the policy. This benefit will be over and above any benefit under primary benefit covers. Coverage includes skull, hip, pelvis, limbs, spine, jaw, fingers, ribs, etc. Dislocations of spine, hip, knee, wrist, elbow, etc., if surgery under anesthesia is required. Internal injuries requiring open abdominal/thoracic surgery also covered up to 30% of sum insured. Geographical coverages, worldwide. Burns. Up to 25% of accidental death sum insured subject to maximum 20 lakhs. Covers second and third degree burns caused by thermal, fire, hot liquids, steam, chemical, acid/alkali exposure, electric shock, lightning. Payable as lump sum benefit based on extent of body surface affected, certified by a medical practitioner. Burn assessment based on Rule of 9 Standard Body Surface Area, BSA, calculation method. Self-inflicted burns are excluded. Geographical coverage, worldwide. Coma. Up to 20% of accidental deaths, sum insured subject to maximum 20 lakhs. Provides weekly compensation if the insured person is rendered comatose due to an accident. Weekly benefit, 1% of sum insured per week. Maximum duration, 104 weeks. Definition of coma: profound unconsciousness, no response to external stimuli, no sleep-wake cycle or voluntary actions. Cover triggers only if coma results solely and directly from an accident and insured remains in coma for at least 7 continuous days. Exclusion: coma caused directly by alcohol or drug abuse is not covered. Claim is payable in addition to other benefits, if applicable. Geographical coverage, worldwide. Loan secure. Latest principal outstanding loan amount as per bank details but not more than accidental death sum insured. Pays off outstanding loan amount in case of accidental death, or permanent total disablement, 100%, of the insured person. Loans availed from registered banks or financial institutions in India. Covers multiple loans, but up to the sum insured specified under this optional cover. Claim paid only to nominee, not directly to the lender. Must be in the insured's name. Joint loans, only insured's share is payable. Mutual exclusivity with EMI Protect cover. 1. If claim is paid under Loan Secure, EMI Protect will not apply to the same loan. 2. If loan remains partly unpaid, EMI Protect may apply for balance, if opted. Geographical coverage, worldwide. EMI Protect. Specified no of EMIs for any no of months, up to 12 months for specified amount. Covers monthly EMI payments for loans in the event of accidental death, PTD, PPD and TTD. Minimum disablement duration, more than 4 weeks. Applicable to personal loans, home loans, auto loans, or other EMI-structured loans. Loans must be from registered banks/financial institutions in India. The insured must be the primary borrower. No payment for overdue or defaulted EMIs before the accident. Loans taken after policy inception are not covered unless declared and accepted. Relation with Loan Secure cover. 1. If Loan Secure claim is paid in full, EMI Protect not applicable for same loan. 2. If partial loan remains, EMI Protect applies to balance. Geographical coverage, worldwide. Education security benefit. Up to accidental death sum insured. Provides financial support for dependent child, REN/s education if the named parent suffers accidental death, or permanent total disablement, 100%. Covers actual expenses of tuition fees for full-time courses and hostel/boarding charges in accredited institutions. Applicable for ongoing education at the time of accident. Coverage based on academic level. 1. Up to Class 8 expenses covered till completion of Class 8. 2. Class 9-12 covered till completion of Class 12. 3. Ongoing diploma/degree covered till course completion. Exclusion/termination. 1. Not applicable if the child withdraws or is expelled from the course. 2. Not valid for future or planned education. Geographical coverage, worldwide. Modification of residence/vehicle. Up to 25% of accidental deaths sum insured subject to maximum 10 lakhs. Reimburses expenses for necessary modifications to residence and private vehicle. Triggered upon valid claim under PTD and PPD. Examples of covered modifications. 1. Home, ramps, handrails, widened doors, modified bathrooms, stair lifts. 2. Vehicle, hand controls, wheelchair-accessible ramps, modified seats or doors. Insured must take prior approval from the company before incurring expenses. Claims for modifications done before the accident or not related to the injury are not admissible. Geographical coverage, only for India. Accidental medical expenses. Actuals up to 10% of benefit sum insured or 50% of admissible claim amount, whichever is less, arising out of accident. Reimburses medical expenses incurred due to treatment of injuries from a valid claim under primary covers, accidental death, PTD, PPD, TTD and optional covers, if opted broken bones/fracture or burns. Covers OPD treatment and hospital visits less than 24 hours, non-hospitalized care. Reimbursement limit, lower of actual medical expenses, 50% of compensation paid under the associated claim or 10% of the sum insured for the cover under which the claim is admissible. Geographical coverage, India. Accidental inpatient hospitalization. Up to 10% of accidental death sum insured subject to maximum 5 lakhs. Covers medical expenses if the insured is hospitalized for at least 24 hours due to an accident. Expenses covered, room rent, boarding and nursing charges, ICU charges, surgeon, anesthetist, specialist and physician fees, operation theater and surgical appliance costs, medicines, drugs, diagnostics, prosthetic devices implanted during surgery, physiotherapy during hospital stay. Also includes 1. Pre-hospitalization expenses for up to 30 days before admission. 2. Post-hospitalization expenses, including physiotherapy, for up to 60 days after discharge. 3. Day care procedures requiring less than 24 hours of hospitalization, due to technological advancement. Geographical coverage, only for in India. Marriage expenses for children. Up to 20% of accidental death sum insured subject to maximum 10 lakhs. One-time lump sum benefit to support marriage expenses of the insured's unmarried child, REN. Child must be unmarried and below 30 years of age. Payable only upon accidental death, or PTD, 100% of the insured person. Covers all unmarried children collectively, not on a per-child basis. No payout if marriage occurred before the accident. Geographical coverage, worldwide. Orphan support. 2 times accidental death sum insured for each insured person. Provides financial assistance for children if both parents die due to the same accident. Payable if both parents suffer accidental bodily injury in a single accident and injury directly leads to death within 365 days. Scenarios covered. If only one parent is covered and has opted, double sum insured of that parent is paid. If both parents are covered and both have opted, double sum insured of each parent is paid. If both are covered, but only one has opted, only that parent's double sum insured is paid. Paid to nominee or legal guardian for the support of orphan child, REN, and fixed benefit, regardless of the number of children. Geographical coverage, worldwide. Elderly care. Up to 20% of accidental death sum insured subject to maximum 10 lakhs. Provides financial support for the care of elderly dependents in case of accidental death, or PTD, 100% of the insured person. Eligible recipients, dependent parents-in-law and dependent grandparents. Conditions, the insured must have opted for this optional cover. Dependents must be financially dependent on the insured person. Maximum liability is capped at the sum insured specified under this optional cover in the policy schedule irrespective of number of dependents. Geographical coverage, worldwide. Adventure sports benefit. Up to sum insured under accidental death sum insured. Covers accidental death and PTD arising out of adventure sports activities. Applicable only when the sport is pursued for leisure/hobby, not professionally. Conducted under supervision of trained professionals. Covered activities include, but not limited to paragliding, skydiving, scuba diving, rock climbing, bungee jumping, ziplining, snowboarding, whitewater rafting, mountain biking, hang gliding, parasailing, and more. Offers unique value add for insured persons with adventure interests. Geographical coverage, worldwide. Emergency air ambulance charges. Options for SI, 2 lakhs/3 lakhs/5 lakhs. Covers air ambulance, by airplane or helicopter, transportation in case of life-threatening accidental injuries. Applicable only if valid claim is admitted under accidental death, PTD, PPD, or TTD. Ground transport is medically inadequate. Prescribed by a licensed medical practitioner. Transportation is restricted within India. Value proposition. Ensures timely access to advanced medical care. Especially useful for remote/critical locations. Geographical coverage, worldwide. Accident hospital cash. Options for SI, 2500/5000/10,000 per day. For maximum 30 days in a policy year. Provides a daily cash benefit during hospitalization due to an accident. Payable if insured is hospitalized as an inpatient for at least 24 hours. Hospitalization begins within the same policy year as the accident. Fixed daily amount as per opted SI. Payable for each completed 24-hour period for maximum benefit period, 30 days per policy year. No link to actual hospital bills. Benefit is paid in addition to medical reimbursements. Useful to cover incidental expenses, attendant cost, loss of income, transportation, etc. Geographical coverage, only for in India. Accidental care at home. Benefit. ICU at home, 20,000 Indian rupees per day for maximum 15 days. Nursing care at home, 2,000 Indian rupees per day for maximum 15 days. Physiotherapy, 2,000 per day for maximum 15 days. Single nurse procedural visit, actuals up to maximum 10,000 per policy year. Provides reimbursement for home-based care after an accident resulting in accidental death, PTD, PPD, or TTD, or valid claims under broken bones/fracture or burns, if opted. Conditions. Treatment must begin within the same policy year. Reimbursement on indemnity basis with supporting documents. Enhances recovery by supporting medically necessary home care. Geographical coverage, only for in India. Chauffeur plan benefit. Benefit, 1,000 Indian rupees per day. For maximum 30 days in a policy year. Provides daily financial assistance for hiring a chauffeur-driven vehicle or taxi to support mobility. Applicable if insured suffers PPD and TTD or valid claims under broken bones/fracture or burns, if opted. Helps insured continue daily routine, work/occupational commitments, medical appointments or essential mobility. Reimburses actual incurred costs, enhancing day-to-day independence during recovery. Geographical coverage, only for in India. Pet care. Benefit, 2,000/3,000/5,000 per day. For maximum 30 days in a policy year. Offers financial support for care of domestic pets when the insured is temporarily or permanently disabled, or deceased due to an accident or has a valid claim under broken bones/fracture or burns, if opted. Paid whether the pet is boarded or cared for at home. Documentation and verification of pet ownership may be required. Covered pet services such as pet boarding facility fees, kennel/cattery, professional pet sitter services at home or sitter's residence. Pet must be a legally permitted domestic animal, e.g., dog, cat, bird, and must be registered in the insured's name. Commercial, exotic, wild, or farm animals are excluded. Unique feature providing emotional and practical support for pet owners during recovery or crisis. Geographical coverage, only for in India. Discounts in the policy. Long-term discount for 2 years to 3.30%, 3 years to 6.40%, 4 years to 9.40%, 5 years to 12.30%. Loyalty discount 10% on primary cover premium for 1 retail policy. 20% for 2 or more retail policy. Direct business discount 20% discount on total primary covers premium of all members if policy is purchased directly without any intermediary. GIPSA company staff discount 33.33% discount on primary covers premium if policy is purchased by an employee of any of 4 general insurance PSUs. For this discount, there will not be any intermediary in the policy. Family discount. The applicable discounts are: for 2 members 5% discount on total primary cover premium. For 3 members 10% discount on total primary cover premium. For 4 or more members 15% discount on total primary cover premium. The total discount in the policy shall not be more than 50% for any of the combination of discounts mentioned above. Loading in the policy. Loading for pre-existing disability. There will be 20% loading on insured person's total primary covers premium if insured has 40% or more benchmark disability. Loading for epilepsy. There will be 100% loading on insured person's total primary covers premium if insured has epilepsy. Loading for paralysis. There will be 75% loading on insured person's total primary covers premium if insured has suffered paralysis. No claim rewards, NCR. Policyholders reward for claim-free years. Choose either of the following at renewal. No claim bonus, NCB. Plus 5% increase in sum insured for every claim-free year. Max up to 50% of base sum insured. No claim discount, NCD. 5% discount on renewal premium per claim-free year. Max up to 50% premium discount. Available individually for each insured member under the policy. Our target market. Target population is both rural and urban demographics, which includes salaried individuals and professionals, business owners and entrepreneurs, families and parents, high net worth individuals, HNWIs, senior citizens and caregivers, adventure enthusiasts and frequent travelers, pet owners, students and young adults, loan borrowers and homeowners. Affinity program opportunities. Bank customers/NBFC borrowers. EMI Protect and Loan Secure add-ons fit perfectly. Cross-sell at loan disbursement points. Educational institutions, for staff/parents. Teachers with children. Education security, orphan support, elderly care. Offer coverage via school tie-ups. Brokers/bank partners. Affinity programs through API integration with brokers. Retail loan customers, bundle with personal, home, auto, or education loans for bank partners. Expected outcomes. Increased customer satisfaction. A more comprehensive and competitive policy will lead to increased customer satisfaction. Enhanced brand reputation. A successful policy revamp will strengthen our brand image and reputation as a leading insurer. Improved market share. We expect to gain market share by offering a more attractive product and meeting customer needs. Stronger competitive advantage. Revamped product will be positioned to outperform competitors, allowing the company to stand out in the market with comprehensive coverage. United India Insurance Company Limited. A Government of India undertaking. Thank you for your time and attention. For more information, please contact our nearest office or log on to our company website www.uiic.co.in or click on https://uiic.co.in/and/uiic contact us for nearest office address. Presented by Miscellaneous Department, Head Office Team.